presented to me outside of a nightclub or whatever. First and foremost, I'm not the type of father that I'm not into, like, you know, grown-ass men discussing my daughters.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Cash back in the building. In today's video, we got something special for y'all. Today's video, we're going to be watching DaBaby and Charleston White beef is going to get someone hurt badly. I know Charleston White recently got in an altercation with DaBaby. Basically, Charleston White's cousin had painted a picture of DaBaby's daughter. And now DaBaby is kind of mad about this situation and basically telling Charleston White and Charleston White's cousin that when he see him, it's on sight, basically. And that's tough, I ain't gonna lie. Before we get into the video, y'all, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get to the video, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Let's go!
This Charleston White and DaBaby drama is getting really serious and is escalating really fast.
What?
If something isn't done soon, I can see somebody getting hurt from this. Charleston White is really upset at DaBaby and, in my opinion, a little too committed over this situation. After DaBaby went viral for ignoring a man or walking away from a man who was offering DaBaby a painting of DaBaby's daughter.
Okay, let me tell you what's wrong about this situation right here, dog. You can't go up to somebody with paint pictures of their daughter or their kids or whatever, man. Like, how you know what my daughter look like? Pump up the volume, hit that like button. Like, bro, you see DaBaby, but you got a picture of his daughter. Why don't you just paint the picture of DaBaby? I understand it's supposed to be a cute thing, but the problem is, like, what you was just researching my kids? Like, is you cool, man? You good, man? That's tough.
The editing of the clip really helped make people feel sorry for this dude. Zooming in slowly on his face as the sad music is playing and he's looking around kind of feeling embarrassed. DaBaby just kind of walked off on him. Made people feel really bad for this guy and made him feel really upset at DaBaby for ignoring this dude and having an ego according to people. Now, this dude is an artist who goes around gifting famous people sentimental paintings. This is his thing. This is his content. This is how he gets his views. DaBaby then made a video to offer up an explanation as to why he did what he did. Now, I don't think he needed an explanation, but, you know, nonetheless, he tried to give one. But the explanation left a lot of people, including Charleston White, very unsatisfied and even more angry. Now, I understand what he was saying. He essentially spoke on how he wants to protect his kids, protect his children, and he didn't feel right about a grown man having any pictures of his daughters. I believe the pictures that the grown men have were pictures kind of like from live streams or screenshots.
Now, one thing I would say, I think DaBaby would have showed him a little love, especially if he came the correct way. Our situation just made DaBaby feel real uncomfortable, as y'all know. You know, DaBaby is one of those protector first type of people, so you just can't walk up on DaBaby and just do anything, you feel me? I think DaBaby would have definitely gave him an opportunity for like a little shout out, just like DaBaby did the funny salesman. You know, the funny salesman, he basically sells clothes and stuff.
What's up, my nigga? I know it's dark, I'm dark, and I don't glow in the dark. Come on, man. This is my son right here. I'm training him how to do the right thing, like Spike Lee.
What's up, young man?
Yeah, I'm trying to teach him how, you said on your album,
right. Yes,
to be more grateful.
Be more grateful.
You ain't getting none yet?
No, I ain't.
You ain't get your CDs?
I ain't got none.
You see these stains right here on the Louis?
Do, on the side,
yeah,
on
you just perform. Let me show you one thing. Look, you spray this spray, and you never remember the day the stain went away.
And another thing too, man, because y'all starting to get on my nerves. Talking about Buddy with this painting of my two of my daughters that he presented to me outside of a nightclub or whatever. First and foremost, I'm not the type of father that I'm not into, like, you know, grown-ass men discussing my daughters, painting pictures of my daughters, taking pictures of my kids. I don't play like that. If you play like that, to each his own. You see what I'm saying? Like, more power to you. Send that nigga a picture of your daughters, let that nigga paint them, and then show him some appreciation. Number two, I'm not accepting no painting of my daughters outside of a nightclub. Number three, you see what I'm saying? You feel a way about, you know, the principles I stand on with my kids and how far I go to protect them. That ain't none of my concern. Be more grateful to it. Let's go.
one person who had a major problem with this is Charleston White. Now, the rumors going around that the dude who was offering up the paint into DaBaby was actually one of Charleston White's cousins, which is why Charleston White is taking this so personally.
Facts.
Now, Charleston White's response started off kind of pretty measured, I guess okay in the grand scheme of things. But as each video goes by, Charleston White gets progressively worse until he gets to a point where nobody can defend what Charleston White is saying, and he officially did a little too much, you know, that I believe is going to require some type of retaliation, because you don't talk about people's kids like this.
Shout out to B White Creations. And I just want to say, I never really liked DaBaby. I just never really liked DaBaby. I ain't really into his music. I remember he was coming through Fort Worth. And the reason I ain't never liked DaBaby, because I first seen him in Austin, Texas, walking around naked with a pamper on as a grown man. So I don't like a grown man with the name DaBaby, no way. But the guy who drew the picture for him,
it's been a long time since we seen DaBaby actually walk around with this pamper on, pump up the volume, hit that like button for me. Let it breathe. I ain't gonna lie. DaBaby has came a long way, but what I will say is, you know, DaBaby come up was a little different, man. He had them viral songs that, you know, that went viral a couple times, but since then, nowadays, it's just been a lot of controversy around his name. Now, this situation right here didn't have nothing to do with Charleston White. I don't understand why Charleston White even got involved in this situation in the first place, other than this dude that he's trying to protect is his cousin.
is my second cousin. His name is B White. He runs an art studio called B White Creations. Very reputable guy. Every celebrity, and I mean every celebrity who have come through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, B White Creations have drawn a picture for. He's very popular. He's drawn pictures for everybody. He don't ask for no money. He does this, and he's very creative. He does this on wood. So he does this on wood. So he's drawn this for me.
I understand, but yo, like B1 Creations is not entitled to DaBaby's time. DaBaby is not entitled to give him any attention. Would it be nice if he would have given him attention? Yeah, but he's not entitled to. And if he says he feel icky about his daughters being drawn, then you kind of have to understand. Like, he's a father. Like, you know, I'm not going to tell a father what steps you got to take to protect your kids or how far you got to go to protect your kids. If you don't want pictures of your kids, all right, cool. Now, I would say you putting your kids online, you making pictures available for your kids to be online, that kind of defeats the purpose. It kind of goes against what you're saying. If you don't want people to have pictures of your kids, then why are you posting pictures of your kids online?
I mean, it's true. At the same time, a lot of celebrities just want their freedom. You feel me? They want their normalism back. You feel me? They want to feel normal again, so they feel like they should be comfortable with posting pictures of their kids. Now, as y'all know, the internet is real weird nowadays. You feel me? The internet will take things out of proportions, will do some crazy things, start drawing pictures, all fanned out parasocial type of stuff. It's kind of crazy to me about this whole situation. It just feels like, you know, this really shouldn't hit the internet the way it did. I feel like it could have been handled in a different manner. And now that it's out to the public, it's just been going viral ever since.
That's what I'll say, right? But DaBaby didn't do himself any favors with this next move. And this next move is what sparked the absolute tirade from Charleston White that we watched. The artist apparently still had the picture of DaBaby's daughter on his page, and DaBaby wrote, "You still got my daughters on your page as a grown man after I made it clear I ain't comfortable with that. Steady playing for this online attention, so when God put me back in front of you, I'ma show you how serious I am about my daughters. Best advice I can give you, get my children off your page and keep doing what you're gifted at doing. Using my kids ain't the route to go. If you want to go viral, that's the route to go if you want to get hurt." This a father talking, not a rapper. Again, DaBaby got a lot of backlash for that. Maybe I'm old school, man. If a father say, "Hey, bro, take my kids off your page," all right, son, you got it, man. All right, cool. Maybe I'm just old school and I don't think now you can say, yo, DaBaby, like, you're being like too ridiculous, right? You know, you're doing too much. Cool, that can be a point. But I'm not faulting this man for taking a route he feel like is the best to, you know, protect his kids. Now, Charleston White seen DaBaby threatening his cousin, and Charleston White went crazy. Charleston White said some things about DaBaby and his kids that he can't take back.
Yo, kids, let's see if you tough like Pooh Shiesty. DaBaby. Your babies. And I don't care about no kid
What
at
is
Walmart. Yeah, he was mentally ill. Think I got me a rapper, I'm finna trick off the streets. Now, DaBaby, you want us to think you would have done something to paint a picture for your kids. Your kids.
Whoa.
We're so desensitized to this, and a lot of us watch that video and we say, man, that's just Charleston White. But DaBaby is the one rapper who is loony enough to actually give Charleston White what he wants. DaBaby is one of the only rappers who we know is stupid enough to actually allow Charleston White to trick him off the streets. DaBaby would take it there. Now, saying F anybody kiss to me is one of those lines that Charleston White crossed time after time after time, and it's like, bro, why? Why would you do it? Like, why?
That's
if
crazy.
DaBaby is as dead ass serious as he is about that man even having a picture or a painting of his daughters, what do you think he's about to do if he runs into Charleston White and Charleston White is saying F his daughter? You think DaBaby is about to play with Charles? Yo, this is gonna end very badly. Right now, Charleston White brings weapons with him. You know, he brings the mace. But as we've seen, bro, Lil Baby is a documented crash out. Sorry, DaBaby. DaBaby is a documented crash out, bro. The mace ain't gonna stop it. Charleston White is gonna be forced to use lethal force to stop DaBaby from getting on him, man. And all this over what? You don't like the fact that he told your cousin that he don't like your cousin painting pictures of his kid? That's his right. Now, we could say it's silly, but that's his right.
Yo, girls, now let me send you to jail. Because I can tote a pistol. Yo, baby.
See, what Charleston White like to do is rage bait, and rage baiting can get somebody hurt for real. You got to understand, rage baiting is an online tactic that a lot of people like to use. So quit the rage bait, stop the rage bait 2026, man. We trying to stop the violence, right? If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe down below if y'all want to see more videos like this. With that being said, I'm going to see y'all in the next one. It's been your boy Cash. I'm out. Deuces.